All right, ladies and gentlemen, here is just a little video explanation of what we are doing here on our examining credibility in context of Lunchroom Fight Google Doc. All right, so this is just going to be a little video explaining. You really only have like 3 questions to answer in this. It's going to be relatively straightforward. So obviously the first thing I want you to do is put your name in here. All right, then once you're done with that, you've got the first section here is about you being able to understand author's credibility. And essentially, all I'm looking for here is I just have a quick couple questions where I know a lot of you have turned in your author's credibility Google Doc that we worked on before. Now I'm just kind of like quizzing you over this to have you be able to put understanding of credibility to the test. So what I have here is I have 2 different sources, and you only have to look at these 2 different sources from the lunchroom fight activity that we did last week. So I have Jan Anderson and I have Eric Martinez. And your job, I want you to read through these 2 sources. Make sure you read through the background. Make sure you read through the quote of both of these sources. And I just want you to answer the first one. Which of these 2 sources above do you believe is the most credible? And remember, credible means trustworthy on explaining what happened to the lunchroom fight. Do you think it was Eric that's the most credible, or do you think that it's Jan that's the most credible? All right. And then all I want you to do is I want you to explain in a few sentences, why did you make this choice? If you think Eric's more credible, why do you think Eric's more credible? If you think it's Jan, why Jan? All right. Just explain that in a few sentences down below. And then what I have is I have one more source from the lunchroom fight. And then in this one, you're not going to necessarily just determine credibility. You're going to look at context. So what was going on at the time? And what I want you to do is I've got this source, Megan Garcia. I've got a little bit of background and the quote. And I want you to make sure you read through both the quote and the background before answering this question. And the question is, do you think the fact that Megan is Max's girlfriend makes what she is telling the principal more or less trustworthy? And explain in a few sentences. So here's what she is actually saying. The quote is what she is saying to the principal. Do you think that Megan is more trustworthy or less trustworthy, what she is saying, the fact that she is Max's girlfriend? And I just want you to explain in a few sentences down below there. Other than that, that's all you've got here. Thanks.